All right, family, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Or let me say it properly. Go black to Africa. All right, hey, yo, we want to give you a little treat here. Just a little treat. We are here with my man, Mare. And Mare, hey, your dad is a soil scientist.
Yeah.
And you invited me over to your house. You know, we kind of chopped it up and at your restaurant and stuff like that. So you said, hey, man, come by, check out my place and all that right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did, but please share with us just this small little area that you have here. What is this that's going on that you have?
What we're working on is that we have, we're trying to stop using fertilizers on our soils because fertilizers deplete the soil.
Okay.
So when you apply too much fertilizer, you're depleting the soil. You're just taking, you never give anything back to the soil.
Okay.
So the soil needs to rest. So we've been working on providing food for the soil. So this is the waste from the worms which we had, we had bought them. So you can just buy them or you can just find them in your garden.
Mm-hmm.
But you can easily buy it to go faster, right?
So you telling me
this
right here is not soil?
This is not soil. This is not
That
soil.
is what?
This is
Waste from
waste.
the worms.
Yeah. The worms work on the soil.
They work on the soil.
Yeah, they make the soil.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to feed. You have to feed the food for the worms. You know, the worms don't eat this. The small microscopic organisms feed on the plant matter, then the worms feed on the microorganisms.
Okay.
So what results is the waste, which becomes this dirt.
Got you.
You get it?
Got it.
Yeah. So, this is not soil. You see all this? Not soil, man.
All this is not necessarily soil.
Yeah, this is how soil is made. Natural. Yeah.
So what we call soil is really like this soil, this right here outside the ground.
Yeah, it is being made by these microorganisms that.
Microorganisms.
Yeah, so the worms are very important to the soil. So if you apply too much fertilizer, it damages the soil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like my dad said, you only take from the soil. You never let the soil rest. You never give anything back. So it needs to rest. So this is a way of conserving the soil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a way of conserving the soil.
So this so-called grass or what have you, hay or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This is like the products we see on top of the ground. And then what do you do? Do you use this too as far as a means of breaking it down? Some people might say compost or whatever, but you were sharing with me about, versus this or something. What is that? What you were explaining to me?
I mean, this is just food, When you put this in the soil, the microorganisms actually feed on this, on the plant matter.
Breaks it down.
Breaks down the plant matter.
Okay.
So as the organisms, small microscopic organisms flourish, I mean, the worms now feed on the microorganisms, right?
Right.
Yeah. When they feed on the microorganisms, this is what results. I mean, this is just waste from the worms.
Gotcha.
So it's so important for you to put green matter on the soil. It's very important because now the beneficial microorganisms can flourish in the soil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a natural way of bringing back fertility to the soil. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, there's no soil. It looks like soil, but it's not. It was made right here. People can't believe it, but
you say it was made right here. What was it before this?
It was plant matter.
It was just matter like that.
Yeah, that's it. You can even see here. This is ongoing.
This is ongoing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can check it out.
So do you just put?
You see all this?
Yeah.
I mean, there are even worms here. Come and check it out. Huh? You see all this? These are worms. You can see it. So these worms feed on small microscopic organisms.
Okay.
Yeah, and the microscopic organisms, they feed on this plant matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's broken down that the microorganisms eat on the plant matter. The worms eat off the microorganisms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the waste and all that right there is turned over into this.
Yeah. This is how soil is made, actually, in a nutshell. Yeah.
So I'm putting my hands in
There you
worm boo boo.
Yeah. Literally, that's what it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah, nothing else, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
So we've been working on this. We have a project. I mean, we're also going to put this in our farm. I mean, this is something that's ongoing. We are doing experiments on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about a little bit about your dad. I just got finished speaking with your dad, and he had to go.
Yeah.
He's been a soil scientist for how long?
Man, he's been a soil scientist for almost 40 years.
40 years. Yeah, he shared with me that he was going to be retiring here shortly.
Yeah, he started working here in 1981.
Uh-huh.
And he's been working. He's a soil scientist, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a soil scientist. So you can see all these are his notes, you know.
Basically, some notes right here that he's just been right here in this small place.
Yeah, you can just show this side because we're still working on. Yeah.
You said what?
You can just show this side only. You don't.
Oh, I can't show that side.
I don't show that side first. But
Okay.
This is what we are working on right now.
Okay, some of his just notes that he has and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that he is
Yeah. So
working on.
so all this will go into an ongoing project, and
What is in the bottles there?
oh, I forgot.
That's
I forgot.
all right, I didn't.
You know what? We also feed the worms molasses. You know, they like sugar. Molasses, right?
Yeah.
So they like sugar. So this is what results. You know, this drains into this container.
Yeah.
And this is resulting, which is also very important, resulting product.
This
Also-
fluid here is the drainage from here
Yeah.
that goes in a bucket, and then y'all pour it into that.
Yeah.
What is the drainage? That's that the waste? Is that the moisture? What is that?
We can just say waste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waste. So it will just collect in this container, which is also going to be used in the project. Very important. We want this to get filled up. We have 2 right now,
Yeah.
but this one is not yet full.
What do you do with the drainage?
Drainage, it's like
The fluid. What do you do with the fluid?
same thing, goes back into soil. So we're going to run a couple of experiments. We're going to have a test experiment. We're going to have this test. Maybe we put this has manure, this has fertilizer, this has manure and fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to know how the crop performs under different conditions,
Okay.
so that you can write a report on the recommendations and
Gotcha.
what works, what doesn't work. You need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
Any other information you'd like to share about this soil? This is just one small project. Your dad works actually for the government, or is it because he's under contract or something, right?
Right now, okay, retired,
Uh-huh.
but now he just works on his own right now.
Right.
And,
I mean, but beforehand, before he retired, he was working with,
he was working with the government.
yeah.
Yes.
He was a scientist for the government in the agriculture field,
Yeah.
and all that right there.
Yeah.
A very important job for one to have, especially in these days and times.
You know, food security is, is the main thing. I mean, what do you need? Food, shelter,
Mm-hmm.
and clothing. Food is very important it's the most important thing. The most important thing. So he's worked here since 1981.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a very experienced scientist. Very
Yeah.
experienced. Worked with all international organizations.
You know, it's interesting too that people just do not realize, some people don't. Everything we see with the naked eye came from the ground.
Of course, man.
Everything
Yeah.
has come from the ground, whether it's your cars, your houses, your clothing, comes from typically, of course the animals, but the animals come from the ground.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Everything is a cycle.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a cycle. Even we come from and will return to the ground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hope he comes. Okay, he's just stepped up. I hope he comes back. He can even explain this to
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can probably
Do it better than me.
well, I'm quite sure, but you probably broke it down in layman terms for us to understand.
That's layman terms, right?
Yeah, so we thank you, brother, and we hope that you all just learned a little bit about the soil. So we will get back with you later. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Yeah. All right.